there are a lot of very good things that are kept secret from us also. I'm talking about things that are not in the mainstream media, they're not in the newspaper, and not on TV, but that are secret. So I want to go through some things that are evil, that are secret, and then I'm going to talk about, since I'm going to be fastidious, and it's Christmas, I'm going to end with the good things that are hidden also from us. So, to start with the negative things. Most wars are, we're told in the press that we're fighting for our freedom or we're fighting for democracy, but in actuality, war is a racket and people are making money on wars. Bankers are usually funding both sides of wars. For instance, it's known that Walker Bush was funding the Tyson family, who was funding Hitler. And bankers make money on wars. Also, the Rothschilds were funding both sides of the Napoleonic Wars. They were also betting on the market depending on their previous knowledge of who was winning the war. They had scouts. They saw who would win or lose the war on the field, and they would bet on the market going up, on the market going down, because they had previous knowledge. Not only that, most wars are started by false flag attacks. False flag attacks means that you pretend you're attacked, but you're not really attacked. For instance, the Gulf of Tonkin, Vietnam. It's now known that the Gulf of Tonkin, they were shooting at supposedly an enemy for a couple of hours. They thought they were being attacked, but then later they found out there was nobody shooting at them. And that came out, but Johnson took advantage of the previous knowledge of previous reports and started attacking and bombing Vietnam. Anyways, and that started the war. The bombing of the Maine. In the Spanish-American War, supposedly the Maine was attacked, and that's why we started fighting with the Spanish. But in actuality, it's already come out that there was a bomb inside the Maine, and there was no attack. 9/11, there's ample evidence that it was an inside job with the Secret Services involved, and that it was not done by the Muslims, yet we are bombing the Muslim countries. And the first Gulf War was blamed supposedly because we were putting babies, the Iraqis were putting babies, taking them from incubators and putting them on the floors, and that's already come out that was a public relations firm. Well, I was an actor, so it's coming up. Then, next evil thing that we are taught in the press is that the Kennedy assassination, the Robert Kennedy assassination, Martin Luther King, were all done by a lone, crazy gunman. When actually most people who study that know that it was probably the CIA that killed those people. Another thing that's hidden from us is that we are told that fluoride is good for us in the water. However, fluoride is the fluoride they put in the water is not pharmaceutical grade. They put, it's a runoff from the waste of fertilizer that they put in the water. Now, fluoride is good if they put it directly on your teeth. It makes your teeth hard, which is why the fluoride in the toothpaste is pharmaceutical grade. However, when you're drinking water, you're drinking it, you're bathing in it, it actually is a poison at that level. And they've done some studies in Harvard where they found that it lowers your IQ of children by 10%. Another lie that they tell us in the press is that eating meat is necessary. Eating meat is not necessary. As a matter of fact, Einstein, Tesla, Da Vinci, Edison, several people were vegetarians. I haven't eaten meat in years, and it's definitely not necessary. Yet the meat industry wants us to think that we need to eat meat to be healthy. Another lie is probably that there's pedophiles. Well, everybody already knows this, so it's not that big a lie, but there are pedophiles in the Roman Church, there are pedophiles in the government, there are pedophiles in the royalty. And another lie that's told us is that the pharmaceutical companies want to help us with our health, and actually they want to make money, so they give us drugs that prolong sickness and don't really cure it because they want to keep making money, and the insurance companies are in cahoots with them as well. Okay, so now that I've depressed everybody, I'm going to go on to the good things that are also secret. All right. There is evidence of an afterlife. If any of you have seen or read the book, I've said Proof of Heaven, there's a neurologist that talked about his out-of-body experience while he was supposedly, well, he was actually, his brain was dead, and he went to the next, he had a trip outside of his body, and he was able to visit a place where we go after we die. Also, there's another book called Heaven is for Real. I'm talking about recent books. This book tells the real story of a little boy who went out of his body and saw heaven. There are there's a lot of evidence that we are not just a material body, but we are a spiritual person visiting a material body. And there are a lot of powers that we have that we are not told about, that the mainstream media doesn't tell us that we have, but I personally can vouch that there are. I've had evidence of these things, such as telepathy, affirmations. You can create your reality with your thoughts, communication from other realms, precognition, and karma. And these things, we're not told that they're real, but they are real, and they don't want us to know how powerful we are. Also, as far as healing, they teach us that you have to take a pill to influence a little part of your body, when actually your entire body is like an energy field. And there are energy healings, such as Reiki. There are healers such as Bruno Grenning, who is healing thousands of people in Germany. And this healing is happening at the level of energy that you get from the universe. And we're not alone in this world. There's proof that there are aliens, that alien life exists, and that we're not alone. One evidence is the crop circles. To have a picture, these are huge, intricate pictures, things that appear at the side of the football fields. They're mathematically exact, and the information that can come from other life is that there is alternative energy, such as magnetic energy, and anti-gravity energy, or gravity energy. These are energies which the powers that be do not want us to know about, because then we wouldn't be relying on their oil. But I do believe that all of these things are going to come out shortly. So I leave you on a good note that all these good things that are being hidden from us are going to be coming out soon.